Welcome back to another episode of the Nonsense Podcast. I happen to be your host, FNBob. And today we have a very, very special guest, hailing all the way from the mean streets of Joliet, a band that defies all genres. Their last EP being The Amateur Hour, released in 2022, and their newest single, The Red Dress. Introducing to you, the Nonsense Nation, we have Joaquin, Ethan, and Bobby of Deadbeat Daycare.
My therapist says I hold on to the past, and you make fun of me because I can't even dance. And my friends all say, man, run while you can. But who the hell even cares about that?
Happy to be here.
I'm glad you guys are here. And again, I want to just reiterate, super special to me to have you guys on here. We literally spotted you guys on Instagram, and we were just like, these guys are awesome. I can't wait to have a band. And I'm like, why not just reach out and get them on the show?
100%.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, you want to just roll right into our very first special guest, One's Gotta Go special.
All right.
Kelly, you want to read them off?
Hello, my name's Kelly, and I have a One's Gotta Go for you. We don't have any images, but we'll put them up later in post. So, as a band, you are on stage a lot. So, what's gotta go between fireworks, smoke like a smoke screen, fire like pyrotechnics, and lasers?
You take point.
I would say fire because I have a lot of hair and my head moves around a lot. So, on the off chance that it catches, I would prefer to avoid that.
That's very valid.
Understandable. Truly understandable.
I would also have to say fire because I've seen so many accidents happen with fire. Like I think Michael Jackson got burned with pyrotechnics.
100%, yeah.
It's just kind of a hazard, but even though it is cool.
Honestly, I'd probably either say smoke or lasers, just for the sole fact of getting in my eyes, inhaling all the smoke, and then like messing up on stage. That would honestly suck.
You don't want lasers directly into your pupils?
Honestly, not really. Preferably no.
It'd be cool if you could shoot them out. Like,
Oh yeah, if I
It's
could
cool
shoot
if
them
they're
out,
going out,
yeah.
but if they're
If they're
going
coming in, no.
Have you guys used any on stage yet?
No, we're broke.
100% understandable, actually. Weird note. Kelly, who was also in a band at one point in her life, used pyro once, and I think that was the only time she used pyro. She was like,
it was scary. They were just like, we have to practice for a week straight at this venue. And so they were like, you have markings on the ground, and if you step a centimeter off of that step, you're dead. So they were serious. But yeah.
Oh, you know what, guys? I think we should really start playing with fire. I think that's a lot of fun.
Maybe.
I mean, personally, I don't think podcasters get pyro, but I mean, I'd try it. It'd be really cool inside the studio, I'm sure. But I mean, for me, I think I would probably get rid of fires. Specifically, like you said, the hair. It's the hair that I don't want caught on fire. It
Yep.
scares me half to death, but it looks so cool when it's done right.
it really does.
Oh, well. So on that note, let's start the show right away. Let's start from the beginning, guys. I'm sure you've told the story 1,000 times over, but at least my fans haven't heard yet. So at least tell me the beginning of the band. What was the conversation of? As I know you guys met in high school, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep.
So what was the conversation like?
Well, basically, me and Ethan were sitting at the lunch table, and I was like, "Hey, we should start a band."
We both figured, hey, we play guitar, it'd be kind of cool. And we're like, yeah, band would be cool.
So then we started a band. It was just the two of us at the start. We had another friend from our high school that joined up for a little bit, and then a friend of ours who wasn't a musician introduced us to Bobby, and then he started drumming with us. What happened after that?
Well, after like
music stuff happened.
I think we were like a band. We were playing together for like I think 3 or 4 months, and then we found Bobby to play with, and I mean we connected like personally, but also like he was a great drummer, so we just decided, oh yeah, well now we're a 3-piece, and we kept playing and producing music, and yeah, we came up with the name. How did we come up with the name?
It was just sitting in my notes app for like a while because we went through several band names before Deadbeat Daycare, and then I was like, "Yo, I got Deadbeat Daycare in my phone app. That's kind of a sick band name." And then Bobby was like, "Yo."
That sounds fire. We should keep it.
So that's pretty much how that went. And then we found Dan last summer, so he's been with us for about a year, and he's a very talented bass player, and we're happy to have him.
Of course. So I gotta make this joke. I typically make this joke a lot, especially with my girlfriend being in a band. Bass is getting no love. So what was it like to be a band without a bassist? Was that like a weird turnaround for you guys, or you're just like, nah, we got it without him?
I mean, given the fact that we didn't know another bassist before, like we had someone who played bass for a little bit, but they didn't want to continue with the band. So for like a good 2 years, we were Sans bassist. And we did it because we had to. And having a bassist is better, but, when push comes to shove, we did it because, again, we had to, and I think it ended up being fine. We love having a bassist,
Yeah.
but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean?
It's just part of the music biz. It's weird having a 3-piece without a bassist.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously you guys have been playing. I'm assuming you guys have been playing music for a long time prior to the band itself. So what were you guys playing beforehand? Was it just stuff for school, classic, rock, metal? What were you thinking?
I picked up guitar, I want to say around, the 8th grade, and I was just learning, songs that I really enjoyed, pop rock, punk, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really take it seriously until this band, because it was just I did it on the side for fun type of thing, until we started writing music together. But that's my side of things. Ethan?
Well, I started playing right before I started sophomore year of high school. So that's it's been a while now.
6 years?
6 years. Yeah. And I started learning at a place called School of Rock. Shout out School of Rock. It was also a great movie, but it's actually
Were you taught by the Jack Black?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
But it's just a program where kids learn how to play instruments, and then they set up shows to play covers of stuff. It's really good. Gets a lot of experience being on stage, and that's how I learned, and it was great. And then I'm like, I've always wanted to be part of a band, and so when I had the opportunity, I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I would say early elementary school is when I started to get into drumming. Actually, my grandfather had a drum set, and he was teaching me my first beat, and then he's like, "Oh, that's really good. Play it in front of the family," and I'm like, "All right." I'm very self-conscious about playing in front of people, but I'm definitely getting over that now. But yeah, it was probably early elementary school, and then it was kind of just playing over songs. So I'd listen to a song and just play over it with my own inspiration, or even just sometimes just I think the beat that's being played. My buddy Josh hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I know a band that's looking for a drummer. Are you interested?" I'm like, "Man, get me hooked up with that real quick." So,
Right.
yeah, that's how that started.
That's super cool, man. It's awesome. Not to say that I'm a great musician myself. I started playing when I was maybe 18, 19. So I played guitar for a little bit. I'm terrible. Compared to you guys, I am nowhere near as good. But I definitely get the understanding of just wanting to play. But the reason I ask is because I'm not going to be, I don't mind admitting I learned how to play guitar for girls. Do you guys have any other specific reason why you're like instruments? That's what I'm getting into.
No, I mainly just play guitar. I thought it was sick. I didn't play guitar for girls. I wrote songs because of girls. But I mainly started playing guitar because I saw Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future tear up the Enchanted Under the Sea dance, and I was like, I could do that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have that. I was more so, again, that crossover era. I was more of the I play guitar here and stuff like that, and I was just like, it can't be that much harder, can it? Thoroughly wrong. Very, very wrong. It was cool to try and transition, but it's so hard.
I can play guitar, but I suck at Guitar Hero.
Same thing.
I hear that a lot. I don't know what happens. Like, it seems like it's such a hard crossover for everyone. It's so weird.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty good Guitar Hero player. And I can't play guitar. So I think it kind of works with it. So
Yeah.
That's cool. I won't say that I was great, but I did play in one competition when I was younger, and I got second place. So
that's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
second place is good enough, and I got it based on my Green Day rendition. So
Hey, we take those. We take.
I was like, if nothing else, Green Day took me to second place. Should have tried Metallica. So, weird question. I always have to ask everybody one weird question, and I think this suits you guys perfectly. I've always been dying to know, do actual musicians sing in the shower?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I sing in the shower all the time.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm slightly like not like tone deaf, but like I can't really sing very well. But I will still sing in the shower, like come up with song ideas, and like that, and like right before I go to bed, that's where I get most of my like song inspiration and ideas.
Okay.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. You are a little bit tone deaf. No, but like I also do sing in the shower. For me, I think that like singing in the shower is just it's a stress relief for me, because if I'm having a bad day and then I just put on some banging tunes and I'm like, that's me singing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you couldn't tell.
I every time we're up on stage together. Oh yeah, no, I definitely sing in the shower. It's sometimes relieving. Sometimes I even air drum in the shower. I'll just sit there and just pretend like I'm hitting the drum set sometimes. So
Sweet.
Bro,
Yeah.
standing up?
standing up, which is honestly really hard to do. So
I was gonna say, like, I don't think you're kicking double bass pedal in the shower.
definitely not.
Just jumping on the double bass pedal.
But if you can, more power to you, man. That is a talented skill. So now here's the bigger question. I guess it's more for you. Do you feel like you're better in the shower, singing in the shower, or singing on stage?
Honestly, I'm better on stage, because like when I'm singing in the shower, I'm singing for myself. I'm not like going all in. I save that energy for when I'm with these guys on stage.
Sweet.
It's full on, like, I don't know. I battle some demons when we're singing.
I don't have to worry about that because I don't use my vocal cords. So I'll go all out in the shower. Like a whole crowd watching.
Personally, I need.
Bro, in the shower, a whole crowd watching you.
I have clothes on. Don't worry.
I mean, hey, the shower audience is probably killer, though. Maybe a new stage idea. I'm not saying you got to do it, but it might be a nice bit.
I already did that bit
Oh,
on our TikTok.
oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Oh, you did. Yeah, you did.
all right. So, I checked out you guys' performance sessions at 33. You guys perform "Are You Gonna Be My Girl?" What was the inspiration behind pulling that one out?
God, I forgot why we. That was like
Easy
the.
song.
That was the first ever cover song that we learned. I don't remember why we learned it.
I think it was easy.
I
That's
also
what
think it was easy.
I think that's why we
I
picked it.
don't think it was just the combination between like talking about it and then we're like, oh, we could do that song. We're like, oh, that'd be a pretty good song to cover.
I feel like
so.
it's a good song to put your own spin on. At least for me, it's a good spin. Like you can put a good vocal spin on it from what the original does. And I think it's just like a nice high energy song that people are somewhat aware of. I feel like it's faded out of popularity by now, but it's a good song. I like it.
100%. And you guys put a really good spin on it. I'm not gonna lie. Like it definitely like it took me a while. Like obviously we all know the song itself, but hearing it your way, it was just like this sounds like one of your guys' songs. So I was just like, oh no, this is really impressive.
Thanks.
So next question following up is, would you consider putting out maybe a cover album at some point?
I think the idea has popped up from time to time. We definitely want to focus our most of our effort on like originals, but like doing like a cover EP, cover album later down the line could be a lot of fun because we all have like very distinctive music tastes. So like let's say it's like a 4-track EP and all of them are cover songs that we all individually picked. That'd be pretty fun.
I was gonna say the only thing with covers and making an album, and this is a personal thing, is that I want to be able to make it different. I want to add something to the song. I don't want to do like a straight cover, and it's just finding the right song and finding the right spin on it to make it, add our personality to the song. So that's all it really is gonna take.
You're telling me you don't want to do an orchestral rendition of Beethoven's Fifth for our band?
No, we would have to do like hard rocking.
I mean, I'm down for Beethoven. I'm not gonna lie. Especially in your guys' style, that'd be a kick and crescendo. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how about this? Would you guys be at least considering or willing to do more cover songs on stage in general? Or do you have like song ideas that you might kick around and do?
Yeah, we're always tossing around cover ideas. I want to.
We just never get to it.
We do never get to it. In fairness, when we're playing like a 40-minute set and we already have like a lot of originals, it's hard to fit a cover song in there. But usually, like when we have like hour-long sets, we try to fit at least one cover in there. Because I like doing cover. I like putting our own spin on things.
Yeah.
Really, really give it that Deadbeat Daycare vibe.
It helps fill out the time, like our set list time, and then also if it's a song that's really popular and people know it, then if we play it, like rather than them hearing our songs, like man, these songs are kind of but then they pull out that one cover song that everybody knows and like, oh, I know this, they're playing it pretty good. That works. So.
Yeah. And again, I've always said bands that can pull off cover songs shows. It's mostly to me. I always say that shows their technical capabilities. So it's just how much skill do you actually have, or how much of a range you guys actually have, and then like you said, it's just a good way to pull in the crowd. So it's so easy to pull in the crowd off of just one cover song and then just keep it rolling from there.
Yeah.
Which is a good another topic I wanted to bring up was since you guys have started making music. I'm sorry. Has it changed your musical taste? Have you noticed that you're listening to different things, or is it just pretty much the same thing from day one?
I definitely have evolved. It's actually this really interesting thing where me and Ethan talked about this yesterday. I put on a playlist yesterday when we were hanging out, and he's like, dude, I love this song. And then the next song, he's like, dude, I love this song. We have never really shared music with each other, but since starting this band, our music tastes have just become more and more similar as they evolve. And I find that so fascinating.
Yeah, I think I probably have the biggest like music taste since I've started playing. At first, I was really into like classic rock and like Van Halen, Rush, people like that. But now I've gotten a lot more into the punk like indie scene and actually like listen to modern music, and like modern rock music, and it just been a complete 180 because now all I listen to is like Destroy Boys, Cleopatra, and like other bands in that nature. But yeah, huge change since I started playing in the band.
Yeah, I would also agree as well. Before it was mostly like a lot of rock music, like modern rock, hard rock, heavy rock, and then shifted to metal a little bit, and then new metal as well. Um, then as soon as I was with these guys, I started listening to the more indie scene and getting into more like pop music and stuff like that, and kind of drawn a lot of inspiration from that too. So it's good listening to new music because I'm always in that spin where it's like you're listening to the same music over and over, and there's nothing new, and you're like, man, I need something new. So it's nice to kind of dive into different genres and get different musical tastes and inspiration from different music genres. So.
Yeah, to jump off of that point, I spend a lot of my time, or not a lot of my time, I spend a majority of the time I spend on TikTok following like different music artists that are like up and coming. So I'm always like seeing like the new people on there, and that's really cool to see like what new things people are coming up with. Like I follow this artist called Joe P. He released a new song recently that I really dig. One of my favorite bands is The Rex, and they just announced a new single, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about those guys.
Well, that's pretty awesome of you. Nice shout out and nice shirt as well to even promote them.
Gotta rep it.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta
we
rep
need to
it.
switch
It's
shirts real
bright
quick.
Orange.
So, how about this? Three of you guys, road trip. What's your like 3 songs you got to have on the playlist?
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
3 songs, like 1 song each or 3
One song
songs
each. Yeah, let's do one song each.
One song each.
Okay.
This is hard.
Well, I'm a big fan of Things You Make Me Do by The Rex. I think that's probably my favorite song of theirs, and it's my favorite band, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Dude, it depends on vibes. Like, it depends on what vibe we're in. If we're in, like, a chill mood, then there's obviously chill songs. But if we're, like, in an energetic mood,
Let's
we want
go
something...
hype
Go-
energetic,
Hype
yeah.
energy?
90 down the highway evading the state police.
Oh, I definitely have a song then. Actually,
I swear to God, if you say that one Baby Driver song,
no, it's not Baby Driver, even though Baby Driver's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
I'm a big video game guy. I'm a big nerd. So if I had to pick one song, it would be a Black Ops 2 song, right? Black Ops 2, or is it in Black Ops 1?
Black Ops 1,
It's
115.
it's Kino Der Toten's map 115.
Nice.
Oh God, there's so many good options for road trips. So it's hard like choosing what I'd want to hear, but I think I'd have to say something like something by the Outcast. It has to be.
Okay.
I don't probably Miss Jackson.
Was about if
you were gonna
say hey y'all.
Hey, I mean, Hey Ya's are good, but I would have to do Miss Jackson.
Miss Johnson is a good spin.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna kill a lot of time on the car ride too, especially if you get the whole crew singing with you.
Yeah.
All right. So how about this? Well, before we hit commercial, let's do. Sorry, brains all over the place. I had tons of questions for you guys.
Oh, good.
Before
We don't even
commercial,
have brains.
Yeah.
trust me. It seems like as soon as I get behind the mic, mine just disappears, and so I have to write notes and practice and pre-prepare, and then it's just like, oh, cameras, nothing. So, how about this? Before commercial, let's do. What are you guys doing outside of music? Like, what's your just like? This is my leisure time. No music, no band, no nothing. Just me and myself.
You have to think about it.
Let's keep it PG, by the way.
Gee, all right. There goes half of his hobbies.
To be honest, I think it's more just working and then playing some video games and trying to get some new songs written for the band. So
Right.
That's still music, bro.
He said not music, bro.
Non-music.
So I'm a huge nerd. So
Nerds unite.
yeah, Nerd Unite. Love sci-fi, love fantasy. So actually today, D&D campaign that I'm DMing. With
Sweet.
2 guys and 2 friends of the band. And then I'm really into Magic the Gathering. I got him into it. I don't think he'd be into it, but
refuse.
I'm a really big strategy gamer. Play a lot of strategy games. I love Star Wars, so I'll read like Star Wars books. Play
Nice.
Star Wars games. So just a huge nerd overall. and Legos.
Look at this nerd wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Imagine wearing glasses, bro.
Yeah, when we're all wearing glasses.
I think that was the joke.
That was the joke.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. Don't worry.
I still don't know what I do outside. I mean, like, I'm a,
Kind of here.
I kind of do stuff. You know, I'm just hanging out. I work. I'm a filmmaker. I went to film school. I just graduated in May. So
Congratulations.
me and a friend of the band are currently working on a short film that's going to go into pre-production in like the next 6 months or so. That's pretty sick. It's mainly just doing band stuff. Like if I'm not writing music, I'm working with our manager on social media stuff. I'm talking to our videographer, our photographer, that kind of thing. I don't have a life.
Yeah, we put him to work.
You guys won't do anything else.
It's your job, dude.
Oh,
Well, at least we
man.
know who the workhorse is now at this point. I mean, again, I totally get it, especially with me. I have a job outside of this, but it seems like as soon as I clock out, I'm clocked into this 24/7 after that. And it's just like, oh, geez, I was supposed to have a personal life at some point.
Yeah, you know, it's just you got to get paid, but you also want to do what you want, and sometimes those two things aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
Conflicts.
bro.
And I get that. I mean, especially as a gamer too, gamer nerd and all that stuff. It's just like, at this point now, the only days I take off of work is like, okay, I'm going to give myself a week to play video games, and I don't care what anybody says. And then during that whole week, I'm like, I should be, or I could be doing this. And it's just like, well,
I'm in that state all the time. Like I'll come home from like an 8-hour shift, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay home and play like Black Myth Wukong or something. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, you could be writing something. You could be doing something productive.
All the time. Playing video games.
all right. Well, trust me, truly get that. And 100%, I purchased Black Myth Wukong and returned it because I'm like, I have zero time. And this is stressful and difficult, and I'm not going to kill myself today.
I'm 4 hours into the game and stuck on the 3rd boss fight.
You've made it further than me, sir. I think I've made it to the 2nd boss, and I'm like, no, this is stress.
That it is.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, take a little break, and then come back, and then we'll ask some more questions, have some more fun.
Sounds good.
See you guys soon. Welcome back to the Nonsense Podcast. I'm still Bob. Kelly's still in the background, and I'm still here with one of the greatest bands in Joliet.
One of the greatest bands named Deadbeat Daycare.
You know what? You got to start somewhere.
Certainly,
And that's a great place to start.
One of the bands of all time.
Because I was going to say, I started off saying the greatest band in Joliet, and I forgot the Blues Brother existed. And no offense to you guys, I love the Blues Brother.
No offense taken. We will never.
we'll just go to a town over like Romeoville or Plainfield or something.
Yeah, we'll
You know what? Romeoville's desperate for talent. And something interesting, because I don't think there's anything interesting in Romeoville.
technically I do. My parents still live in Romeoville,
And I live on the border of Plainfield and Romeoville.
which is so weird because you're 10 minutes away from my house.
Yes.
Sweet Home, Illinois, right?
Yep.
And you guys get to pay a lot less taxes than I do.
Well, I live in Chicago full time, actually.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No,
I mean, sorry for me, but sorry for you as well.
It's just sorry all around, honestly.
As much as I joke all the time, I love this city, wouldn't move anywhere else, but geez. It's like they make things difficult for fun.
With the taxes. You know?
Yeah. And it's one of those things that you don't complain about until you get older. Like taxes pre-18, you're like, who cares? That sounds like old people problem. And as soon as you have to pay them, you're like, you guys suck.
I mean, I just graduated college. I got student debt to think about now, and I have to pay rent.
All right,
sucks.
money question. Are you a north sider or a south sider?
I'm north side. I live by Wrigley Field.
So now I have to make fun of you for fun.
Hey, I got the best deal in the neighborhood, dog. I got really cheap rent for a 3-bedroom apartment. It's pretty sick.
Oh, I mean, I think our friend who lives around that area is spending $800 on a studio.
Okay, yeah, I'm like my share of the rent's like 500 something.
No, that's wonderful. I'd take that in a heartbeat, to be honest.
Why do you think I'm here? I couldn't be in this city if I wasn't in this apartment.
I think she's her studio, which we just call the closet, because there is zero room to maneuver. It's like the door, the bed, and the toilet. And I'm like, you should leave. It's not worth it.
No, studio part. I used to live at my first apartment here was a studio apartment. This guy can vouch for me. It was spacious until it wasn't.
Yeah, I was there at least once. I can vouch too.
This guy can also vouch for me. He was there at least once.
Yeah.
Suppose.
See, that's the problem with studio apartments is you have to remember the golden rule. You can't have stuff
Yeah.
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 at all. It's like, oh, you want to have personal items? No, you get a bed.
I like having stuff, so it wasn't an ideal relationship, quite frankly.
Especially, and again, as nerds, I think we all collect stuff. It's kind of part of the nature. And that's the first thing you don't get to have in a studio.
You should see the rest of this room that we're in. There's a lot of stuff here.
And a whole turtle.
And a whole I got a pet turtle right there.
Sweet. What's his name?
Skeletor.
That's a killer name, actually.
Yeah. She's the best of all of us. I would argue she's the best member of Deadbeat Daycare, is my pet turtle Skeletor.
Please tell me there's Skeletor merch.
That's a great idea.
That's what we have to do that now.
I don't know how that would work out legally, but that's a great idea.
You know what? It's Skeletor, the turtle.
The turtle.
Right,
Not
just
the
the
key maker.
turtle.
Yeah.
Maybe with an extra K in there somewhere.
Extra R.
We'll figure it out.
Just let me know so I can buy the first one.
You got it.
All right.
You got first.
We'll consider that your pre-order.
Sweet.
We're starting a Kickstarter.
Look at that. Merch. All right. So now that we can move into it, you kind of set yourself up during the commercial break. So I would like to know, what is the meaning of life?
All right, buddy.
All right.
Or let me rephrase it. What is the meaning of life?
Come on, bro.
Today, the meaning of life today, finding time to do the things you want to do and living, I guess, your life to the fullest. Because like you only have so much time to live. Like I've been thinking about it a lot at work. It's like while I'm at work, I feel like I'm wasting my life where I could be like doing something that I actually enjoy and like doing. But unfortunately, I need money.
Damn.
So that's how. So you got to balance between life, like things you want to do, and what things you have to do. So
And buy Legos. Legos will make you happy. They'll like you could like build them for like a couple hours. You could just sit there and build
and then
Legos.
forget about all your life problems.
Yep.
And forget that you spent $100 on one Lego set.
Or yep.
I see. That's the reason why I can't get into Legos. My issue is I have now gotten to a point in my life where I think of anything I spend as hours of work. So I refuse to buy certain things anymore. As I'm like, oh wow, that was 4 hours at work that I hated myself, and now I won't be able to buy those Legos now.
No, that is so fair. I bought
But
a
then-
coffee table recently when I could have bought Legos.
You don't need tables, except for building the Legos on top of the table. Actually,
Oh, okay. You know what? It was an investment.
Yeah,
it was an investment.
Think about how many more Legos you can make now that you have a table.
Dude, I could make some.
You could
that is killer.
non-zero amount.
Non-zero amount of Legos. At least 2 whole Legos.
Yeah.
So, one more. I guess I got to get all you guys' answers. One more meaning of life for me.
So his was Legos. I want to make that clear.
Because I was
the meaning of life today.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was
today
kind of
is
just sitting here kind of thinking about it because, like, you know, there's a lot of different answers that everybody else could give. Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Fantastic. Yes.
It's just
I
the
know,
words,
yeah,
Evo.
No, I would say, like, you know, thinking about it, it's kind of whatever you kind of think is the meaning of life, you know, but for me, I guess the thing that I would believe is finding something that truly makes you happy and enjoyable, and then at the same time exploring what life brings. Like even going out in the environment and going nature things. You know, I went on a trip with my girlfriend to Europe back in July, and we also went through Switzerland and looked up at the mountains and everything, and it was really breathtaking. So I would say kind of enjoy life and have a find your purpose. Whatever you think your purpose is in life, I would say chase that dream and find what you think is most desirable.
Okay, they said real answers. I want to say a real answer.
I was just gonna jokingly say I think Lego still wins,
Oh, yes.
but I'll
No,
give you a chance to give a serious answer.
I'm just like my whole thing. I attack my life with like genuineness and authenticity. Life's too short. You do not have the luxury to be someone else, so you might as well be you. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Just be you. What else are you gonna do?
No, I got that split personality.
Oh no way, bro.
Yeah.
Can I be you?
No, I just said you can't. You have to be you.
But he is you because
But
he's
what,
being you.
if
No,
I
but
become
I'm-
you, then
you're
I
being
would be
you.
myself.
No,
Oh,
but
no.
All right, you want to switch?
All right. All right.
All right, so Joaquin, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Legos.
Sleep.
See, Ethan, why can't you be giving these kinds of answers?
I swear to God.
This is beautiful, by the way. I almost want to say we've come full circle, but you didn't switch, so we need you to spin around. There we go.
There you go.
Balance.
I need to stretch my legs out anyway. They were getting.
Yeah, it's okay,
contact
Joaquin.
back
No,
there.
we understand.
Yeah.
No, you're Joaquin now.
Yeah, I'm
He's
Bobby.
Bobby.
This is getting
I'm
confusing.
So Bobby,
I'm orange. He's green. He's 80s.
I got it.
Bus. Seat print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
I
Bowling
thought that
alley.
was Pac-Man for a second. I am so slow today.
old arcade carpet.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So, funny story on my end. The reason why the meaning of life question came up pretty easily. I'm probably going to beep a section of this out because I don't want our fans to know yet because they don't know. We went to Renfest. So, the Bristol Renaissance Fair. This is our second time around. And we decided to ask us anything guys there. The wildest of questions. So we decided this is the part we're going to beat.
Didn't think I'd ever get this far, but you're taking off your bra, oh, you're taking off your bra as we sit here in the back of my car.
And the guy they looked at each other, and for some reason, mind you, it's the Renaissance Fair. People everywhere. It got silent. It got eerily silent, and they both were like, oh, geez, we're going to have to give him a good answer now. I don't know if that's the universe telling me to give them a good answer or not, but we're going to try our best. And let's just say, for you guys and everyone at home, that the answer will be revealed later.
All right. We're gonna be hidden in suspense.
But the answer was a doozy, and the best way I can put it is, we're trolls. They were trolling us, so we're gonna continue to troll the world. How about that?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. It's respectable troll, and I think we're gonna do it just for that reason. Well, I tried, and that's my limited research.
Yeah. I minored in religious studies, so I should know this.
Oh well, I don't know if that's the most helpful degree, especially in
No.
today's climate. But hey,
It was a minor. I majored in something else, so
something important.
user experience design, which is like web design.
Oh well,
everything.
yeah, no, that's actually kind of important.
Yeah.
I majored in nothing because I decided not to go to college. I took 2 classes, and I'm like, this sucks.
It does. It
Honestly, so understandable.
it's expensive.
We should not. I should have quit while I was young.
We're in critical student debt.
Yep.
Imagine going to college.
Yeah.
No, that might be. I'm just in regular debt. Regular debt's enough.
There's still more debt outside of student debt?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What this world come to?
It's nerd habit. I keep telling it, and my girlfriend understands. Final Fantasy just came out with a remake. I could not buy it, and then I seen a collector's edition. And I'm like, well, I have to have that one.
Yeah, you had to get it. It's actually important for everything in the world to go right, to have the games that you want to have.
The quintessential lifeblood of the universe.
Yeah,
It
you're pumping the economy.
There you go. See, I didn't think of it that way, and now that's how I'm going to look at it from now on. I am the economy. I bought useless shit.
That's how I justify buying Magic the Gathering cards at a store. It's like, hey, I'm helping the economy and I'm helping a small business. So
Respect.
yeah.
Yeah, but you can't be like me and pull an $80 card off your first ever pack.
I brought him to play Magic once, and he won one prize of a pack, and inside was an $80 card, which I've never pulled anything more than like $10.
Ooh,
So he's actually earned money playing Magic the Gathering,
Yeah,
which is very rare.
It's funny how I barely spent any money on Magic the Gathering, but then I'll sit there on CS:GO and spend like hundreds of dollars on cases and pull nothing.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing. CSGO is a completely different monster, and I understand.
The gambling addiction was real for a couple months. It was horrible. I needed help, and no one helped me.
I think the help you needed was from the RNG gods to give you a better pull.
Yeah, you're right. They weren't helping
Listen,
me at all.
99% of gamblers miss
The help
or
you needed was
quit
from his-
before they hit it big.
Yeah, so you're trying to feed into my addiction and drop another like $200 on cases.
No, just on Magic the Gathering.
only
Yeah.
on Magic. Okay.
I mean, you're winning big, so you would think if you keep doing it, you're gonna win even more.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole that I did with Pokemon as well.
Not Pokemon, too. Oh, no.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
I totally get it. My co-host is a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, and thankfully we've gotten him away from the cards, because if he was still doing cards, I don't think he would have money to buy gas to get here to do the podcast anymore. He was just like, well, just do a remote. It's okay. And it's like, I bought cameras and studio equipment.
We have this whole office space here.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, I tried. And he's like, remote. I bought Yu-Gi-Oh yesterday. So, how about this? Nerd it out. What is your biggest nerd fandom that you're a part of right now? So, obviously, I'm assuming Magic, or is it D&D for you?
Honestly, if you're gonna ask me genuinely, like what I know the most about, it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I've read the books. I know like real obscure characters that like a lot of people don't know, like Coleman Trevor, and I'm trying to think of another one, but now I'm blanking.
God,
What about the
we talk
Avalon?
about so much stuff at work too.
Yeah, at work I'd like talk a bunch about Star Wars. It's crazy, but that's probably what I know and the thing I geek out the most.
Question.
But yeah,
Do you care for the sequels or no?
no, I don't care for it.
And then you're a true fan.
It's like everybody says I like it because it's Star Wars, but I don't love it as a movie.
That's so factual. It's in a weird way factual.
I didn't even like it as Star Wars. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, that's you though.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people do like those movies, but I'm not one of them.
No?
Force Awakens was Star Wars. The Last Jedi was its own movie, and then Rise of Skywalker was like, let's just finish this because we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Star Wars nerds here. If you can't tell.
I'm a minor. I won't say I'm a full nerd, but I definitely dabble, so I get it.
Yeah, I've watched every show other than Resistance and Acolyte.
You watched the 2D Flash animated Clone Wars?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
That one was actually a pretty good series.
it was really good. It was the same people that made Samurai Jack,
Yeah.
right? So it was really, really good.
sense.
I remember seeing it when I was a kid, when it was first being released. I think it was reruns because I wouldn't have been old enough to really comprehend it when it was first coming out. But yeah, it was good. Always good.
Yeah, to be on like a side note, we're always, when me and him are at work, we have another guy that we talk to at work, one of our other coworkers. We nerd out so much, we get to the point where we go like like death battles scenarios, like who would win in a fight, like Boba Fett or the Predator, from Alien vs Predator. Like we get into like a bunch of like conversations about that. And
Boba Fett.
no, actually, yeah, he did win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I was thinking Predator. You had me look for a second. Jesus Christ.
I thought Predator too, but yeah, in the death battle that we watched, it was Boba Fett because he whipped out a lightsaber at the end and
Death Battle's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make that very clear.
shouting out
No,
death.
no.
We have no association with Death Battle, but they do a great show.
We're getting a lot of shout outs. We're giving a lot of shout outs
Hey, we
here.
like stuff, man.
Yeah. I love content. Well, anyway, nerd stuff.
My current nerd addiction. In the past, I want to say month, I've spent too much money on comic books. I finished reading the entirety of the Invincible series. I bought the first 4 volumes of Radiant Black, which is a new comic series that I'm reading. I read the first 5 volumes of the Tom Taylor Nightwing run, which I'm really liking. I'm currently reading through Gerard Way's Gerard Way's Umbrella Academy. I'm missing the final volume of that. I read through Batman Hush, was a little disappointed by the final mystery. I'm reading through The Watchmen right now, which is super cool. And I'm currently collecting the hardcover colored editions of the Scott Pilgrim comic series.
No way.
So yeah, that was a whole lot of comics. I don't really like. You talked about it yesterday, but if you didn't tell me about it, I wouldn't have known a single one of them except for Nightwing,
And Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, and Umbrella Academy.
So literally the 4 out of the 5 that I mentioned.
Okay, yeah, but I wouldn't have understood what you were talking.
Radiant Black is a super sick comic book. It's recommended by Robert Kirkman, the writer of Invincible, for those who finished the series and are missing it. It's really good. I like comic books a lot. And my work is right around the corner from a comic book shop. I'm on a first name basis with the clerk there.
Sweet.
So I go in like once a day.
That might be an addiction, my friend.
I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. I got it under control.
That's like me, company over by our work. I'm like on a first name basis with the people there. Like I go there and they're like, "Hey, it's you again." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Just popping in.
Noodles and Company is good.
Shouting out Noodles and Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Noodles and
Lot
Company.
of yeah.
food there though. Literally when I bought Radiant Black, I bought the first 4 volumes in the span of like 24 hours because it was a slow day at work, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna read books all day.
And so you have comic books. What'd you say? Pretty much like
I said Star Wars, but also like D&D Magic. There's a million things I could say.
yeah. Like I guess I'm not really nerding out with anything right now, but it's I guess just nerding out in general with like D&D, Star Wars. I'm a big car enthusiast. I love cars.
Sweet.
Like love a nice, good looking car.
I was just watching Transformers before
Just
this
watching
interview.
Transformers. Yeah.
Also, at work, if we don't have a lot to do, we'll put something on the TV and watch something. He was watching like how it's made, but just for dream cars, and it was like always the same thing of like them getting really expensive equipment and putting it in a new car, and he was just like enjoying it. I have no idea what's going on.
I love it. Yeah. So yeah, it was like I think it was like how it's made dream cars, and yeah, they go through the entire process of like how the car gets designed, like what was the inspirations, like and how they made it.
Put 2 wheels here, 2 wheels in the back, and then an engine in the front.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: as long as you know more about cars than I do, I think you have everything working out for you. Because I can't even change my own oil. I've tried. I have failed. I don't know how you can fail at changing your oil, but I managed.
There's ways. There's ways.
I've done that. I've failed at changing my brakes. I'm just like, you know what? That's what
You know
smart
what?
people are for.
It's the effort that you try to do it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you can tell that to my wallet too. It's like I tried, and then I end up at a dealership, and I was like, "You do it."
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, at least on my end, my fans know I'm a thoroughbred Final Fantasy VII fan. I have spent ungodly amounts of time and effort and money and everything under the sun learning and giving. My girlfriend hates this. I have every copy of Final Fantasy in different iterations. If it's Final Fantasy Original, plus the Collector's Edition, plus the Special Editions, 3 for the PSP. I just bought it again for PC because, well, I didn't have it on PC, so I got to buy it again for PC.
No respect, though. I
Yeah.
do that too.
You have to. You're helping the economy.
Exactly. I think we definitely need a bumper sticker for that. I have helped the economy.
I'm not broke. I'm stimulating the economy.
It might not be the healthiest way to stimulate the economy, but I keep doing it. I mean, shout out to Sony for stealing all of my money consistently. And once again, they will do the same thing with the PS4 Pro, 5 Pro. I was so against buying that Pro until they said, "We'll make it gray."
I was thinking the same. I'm like, who's going to spend like $700 for a console? And they're like, ooh, a limited edition PlayStation 1 gray. And I'm like, damn.
It's like, oh man, you got me. I'm not gonna lie, they sold me on the USB cable. I was like, once they made it look like the original PlayStation port, I'm like, you guys suck. I hate you. Give me 3.
All it is a goddamn USB-C cord, and it's still like, okay, all right, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I don't know what's my problem. And you can't see her, and I know the fans can't see her. My girlfriend's like eyeballing me thoroughly, like, why would you do that? And I'm like, look, I'm gonna buy it. It's not if we're gonna get it. It's I'm going to buy one now. Now the question is can we get 2 and then maybe sell a second one?
Yeah.
It's like now I can scalp like a jerk. But then I have a reason to say that I bought it. It's like I bought it to sell so I make money. So now it's like it's free.
Yeah. It pays for itself.
Exactly. Instead of girl math, that's nerd math.
Yeah.
All right, so I feel bad. I think we should maybe come back home a little bit. You are a band. You do make music, so we should probably talk about some of your music a little bit more.
Supposedly.
Forgot about that part.
We make music.
Dude, I know, right? That surprised me.
Well, nerds who make music are still musicians, man, at the end of the day. So, weird question. As a comedian, I fall under this at least joke thoroughly. So they always say that comedians want to be musicians. Musicians think they're funny. Who would you say is the funniest person in the group? I think I broke him.
I want to say myself because I think I crack myself up a lot, but I think everyone's gonna say themselves here.
It definitely ain't Joaquin, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I'm thinking logically. I'm the only one in the band who's in front of a microphone enough to be quantifiably judged on if I'm funny or not. You know what I mean?
You know, we can just go based off of what happened last night. I'm pretty funny, so.
I think it's Ethan actually.
All right, yeah, let's go. All right, I guess I'm the funniest.
There you go. Hopefully I didn't stir up anything. I don't know what happened last night. I don't know if I want to know what happened last night.
I think he just had a bad time last night. That's all that happened.
They were laughing.
That's not clearing anything up, by the way.
It had to be funny if you were laughing at me, so.
We were laughing with you, man.
I wasn't laughing, though.
Oh well, that sucks for you, I guess.
I wasn't even laughing on the inside. Flying.
Dude, this sounds so bad to him.
It's just thinking in my head like this is an interesting conversation, and I'm clipping this one for sure.
If you want to bleep this part out, we'll tell you. But
I'll throw this back in. That's the moment where we made him eat dog food. That was a great episode. The only part is to make sure he was believing it is I had to consume it as well. Because it was ice cream. So it was dog food ice cream. My girlfriend happens to be a dog trainer, so she knew a few brands, and she was like, try these. And I'm just like, okay, keep a straight face. He won't know. By the time he downed the entirety of 1 cup of dog ice cream, he was like, this is delicious. Had to tell him at some point.
Was it good?
It was protein based. It wasn't terrible.
it was edible. For sure.
It was edible until we got to I think it was bacon and cheese.
Oh,
Then everything went off the rails from that point on.
that sounds so disgusting.
That's Jesus.
It was like bacon and cheese not worth it. Peanut butter okay.
Yeah.
Bacon and cheese not the ice cream of choice.
No.
Again, he was sound-minded enough to realize it wasn't good, but he ate it.
About like music or something.
All right, yeah. So this is the back to PG section.
Oh,
All right. 13 or rated R, whatever.
That's we'll call that nonsense after hours.
After hours,
ooh,
yeah.
I like that.
I might actually have to make that a thing. That sounds pretty good.
That would be awesome.
It's like Adult Swim.
Right.
Be so sick.
Good idea. Music. Sorry. So you guys are a great band. You guys are a thorough brand. Have you guys been touring at all, or are you just playing local shows at the moment?
Playing local shows mainly in downtown Chicago. There's nothing more to say than that. Just playing local shows. Would love to tour one day. Get a little van. Learn to hate each other on 8-hour road trips.
Beautiful. I don't know if you can hear her. She was like, it happened to us immediately.
You know, we toured. I'm from West Virginia, and so we toured from West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, just like the tri-state. It was 2 days in, and the drummer and our guitarist at each other's throat, 100% the whole way, the whole way.
Damn. Yeah, that I can definitely see that happening between me and Bobby. Just
You know, and it wouldn't even be over something like band related. It'd be like some like nerd conversation, like a really hot take for something. We'd both be getting heated about.
we've gotten into heated conversations.
They had an
about-
argument on putting Oreos in the fridge yesterday.
It wasn't really an argument.
Hold on. This is a good. I need to know the answer to this. What happened?
So, my household, we put Oreos in the fridge.
Why?
Right? I don't know. I don't know. It's like when everyone, honestly, same thing with my household. We used to put batteries in the fridge too.
Okay, no, the batteries I understand. Why am I like split on silly conversations?
Okay, I've never heard of the battery thing.
Keeps
but, like,
charged.
Yeah.
That's what I would
I've
assume.
never heard of that, but the fit, like, I think of it like I've never like thought about doing that because I feel like it's just such a like I'd want if I'm getting an Oreo, I'm dipping it into cold milk.
You don't want cold on cold.
I don't want cold on cold, and the milk goes into the cookie better when it's warmer. But I guess it's the same like theory as Thin Mints, putting those in the freezer.
I don't put those in the freezer either. Am I sick?
Do you put Thin Mints in the freezer or fridge?
No, mine sit out on the counter.
Okay, put them in the freezer. It's gonna blow your mind. No. You think they're good out like just out and about, but in the freezer, it's like 5 times better.
Say
It's
less.
the same thing with Oreos though. Like, I don't know. To me, they're better in the fridge. I like them cold. You know.
Regular stuff, double stuff, or most?
Nah, regular. I think like adding too much stuff is just too much.
I would say double, simply because like I feel like most and the mega stuff it's too much.
Yeah.
Regular is all right, but double is like the perfect amount.
I've had the most stuff once, and I was like, who did this and who hurt you?
Yeah,
Fire them.
I could have like one of those, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Now, if we're going based off flavor, the mint Oreos are probably the best.
I can't have mint Oreos in this house because I'll get yelled at. But it's okay. Peanut butter Oreos are fine in our house, but
I've never had those.
Sounds gross.
oh
Sorry, I'm
no.
very biased
No,
to not
honestly,
really like peanut
okay,
butter too much.
I forgot what I had, but it was called like there was a donut place. I forgot where it was, but I think it was like I want to say it's like Southwest side. I forgot the place, but they have a donut called like the Dirt Mound, and it was peanut butter and Oreo cookie all like crumbled on top of it. It was so good. Probably one of the best ones they have. They also have ones in different shapes, which is pretty cool. But those are in the after hours section.
Understood. Oh, jeez. We just ran through an hour show. Jesus Christ.
Not bad.
Oh, did we talk about music yet?
Yeah.
We were supposed to talk about music, but In the true form of nonsense, this is where the show got its name. We try so hard, and then I think a recent episode we had a topic at hand, and then we argued about the. Funnily enough, case in point, should you put milk on the refrigerator door or not? I'm a guy that puts my milk on the refrigerator door, and I got blasted for 20 minutes straight.
Oh my god!
And I'm just like, what did I do?
Like, you put the milk on the fridge door. That's what you did.
Yeah. I think
Because our
That's not
fridge has a
crazy,
section that said milk when I purchased it. It was like, oh, the milk goes here. That's cool. They
Yeah.
made a space for it.
yeah, that's not a
If they
crazy.
made the space for it, then it has to be that. Because is it a carton or a gallon?
We did gallon.
If they made a gallon sized spot for milk in the fridge door, then you have to use it.
Thank you. God, I wish he was here right now just so I could blast him again.
It's not a crazy thing to do. Like, I think technically it doesn't get as cold there, but like it's fine. Like, it's not gonna go bad.
Yeah, I think that was what the argument was, and no, I caught flack for that for 20 minutes straight on the show.
Yeah, I think I used to have it in the side door. Now it's just in the fridge because side doors are for condiments.
True.
I'm fine with that. I just weirdly put milk there because of the section, and then I was told it wasn't cold enough, and like no one, to the point where people wouldn't drink milk in our house anymore. They're like, "You have warm milk," and I'm just like, "Geez, I'm not a horrible person. I might have a bad take or two on occasions, but I didn't know milk was going to drive a wedge in our friendship." But again, that's the show in a nutshell. It's milk and Mario is what started the biggest arguments on this show so far.
What was the Mario?
What was the Mario argument?
Because I have a problem with Chris Pratt voicing Mario. When
Everyone has a problem with who did somebody fight you on they liked Chris Pratt as Mario?
yes,
Where is this person?
Okay. Hot take. I didn't think it was horrible.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. It was definitely wasn't the best Mario that could have.
I
ever
mean,
been.
it's just my thing is like when you're making an animated movie, hire talented voice actors who who work on like making unique voices for characters.
thank you.
You know what though? Charlie Day, fantastic job.
Charlie Day did do a great job. I had no problem with it.
I have said this since the Mario movie was announced. The cast, I want an R-rated Charlie Day-led Luigi's Mansion movie. Like that would be phenomenal.
That would touch my heart.
I'm a Luigi fan.
I'm a huge Luigi fan, man. I was one of the few people here that celebrated Luigi Day because it was a thing. I found that it was a thing, and I was like, we're celebrating it here.
You know what? What day is that? I need to put that in my calendar.
I want to say it was like early March. It was right before. Yeah, it was like early March because Mario Day is March 10th.
Okay.
And I think Luigi Day was right before that.
Good to know.
It's July 11th.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot.
That's pretty far off.
That's a little far off. You see, and this is how the show goes. I say a thing, I might be a bit off every once in a while. I don't remember everything, and then people just shit on me.
Smidge off, just a smidge.
I'm not the one with the computer sitting in front of me, so I don't get to remember everything. But apparently I'm the stupid one. But yeah, no, that was the biggest thing. Was I got yelled at for Mario because I didn't want Chris Pratt to play Mario, and apparently I'm a bad friend for that.
No, you were justified. You were justified.
You know, it's not a hot take at all. I mean, I'm a big lover of Borderlands, and to me, if you're having voice actors, man, I love Jack Black, but he's been in a lot of things recently. It's kind of like
he did not do a good claptrap.
No,
a lot of people said that Claptrap was the best part of the movie, but I just didn't like the take of how like you could have got the voice actor from the game and it would have been.
That's
better.
what I've been saying.
Claptrap's voice is so iconic that you can't do another rendition of it. You know what I mean?
It's almost impossible.
And then you pick comedic relief for Roland, and Roland's not comedic relief. I'm sorry, I love Kevin Hart too, but
It's just not right.
Don't mix. Those two don't mix.
No.
Played Borderlands.
In my opinion, the best picks were Claptrap, the Psycho Dude, and then Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina was a good pick. Sadly enough, the movie flopped early, but
Yeah, they needed to bully it enough, like Sonic and the Minecraft movie coming out. They needed to bully it, but they didn't bully it enough.
just not enough. All right, so the last thing I catch flack for, and I'll throw it at you guys. I catch a lot of flack for hating Ryan Reynolds. I get it. Ryan Reynolds is loved. I hate everything about the man.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, that take is gonna be hot for one or maybe two of the people here. I honestly don't think that's a crazy take personally. I think he is overused, and I think he's a very one note like guy of like, okay, he has this sense of humor, whatever. Like, I liked him in The Proposal, I like him in Deadpool, and that's about it.
Then how is he overused?
And all, like, in every other movie, he's like the same personality, which is like fine. Like, Jack Black's the same way. I love Jack Black. He's also being overused now. But Ryan Reynolds, like, I don't think that's a crazy take, but he loves Ryan Reynolds.
I'm sorry.
I'm a part of that like cult fan base.
No, not you two. Thought we were gonna be friends.
I'll do anything for Ryan Reynolds.
I've been told I just have an unnatural hatred towards him. But now at this point, when I see his face, at any point, I turn the TV off. I turn my TV off. I turn my phone off. I'm like, no. Even if I could get a Mint Mobile commercial, I'm not watching the video now because you got a Mint Mobile commercial. I can't watch a video anymore. But I mean, it's okay. So music, weirdly enough,
We do that.
you guys do that. So we're at the hour mark. So I at least got to get one last musical question out of you guys. What's big? What's next coming up for you guys? I know you guys got a show tomorrow, which will be too late for everyone else to see on the show. But what do you guys got coming up next?
Well, we got a show on November 9th at Ashbury Cafe.
Yes, that is the place. What you said is the place that we have the show at.
All the details are still in the air.
But November 9th, that's the day.
Sweet.
And then we're also going to the studio soon to record some singles.
A new era of Deadbeat Daycare music should be coming out in the next year or so.
Sweet.
We're cooking.
We're in the kitchen. We're cooking. The spices are put away, but we're bringing them out.
The gas pressure is just really low, so we're not getting a good flame right now. We gotta get that fixed.
Is that work burnout or just burnout in general?
It's
Scheduling conflicts.
scheduling conflicts, costs of it, and then like if we want to be able to have enough material to go into the studio with, so we can record a bunch of stuff. But I mean, we'll see. It's songwriting can sometimes be hard. Sometimes, like the other day, me and Joaquin were having a writing session, and it just came like really easy for no reason. And now we have a whole potential song that could be nonsense. Well, I guess we'll see. We're not going to play it until maybe next show, not this one. Next one, maybe the next one. Any thoughts?
Yeah.
I feel like a reporter now.
The fact that you're holding the microphone changes a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I have a tremendous amount of power.
I want to speak about peanut butter earlier.
Okay. So we're gonna have to just now we have to tease a song because now we have to do the song because we're teasing it. It's gonna be called PBP. It's still very much in the workshop right now.
That's okay.
But can you dare quote a line from it?
I want to.
No, just quote one line.
But I want to ask him what he thinks PBP stands for first.
Yeah.
PBP.
It could mean anything.
Anything.
Well, you're missing a letter because I was definitely going to say peanut butter blowjob, and that sounds interesting.
Not a bad take.
No, honestly,
Just saying.
I'm gonna be honest. That is close.
It was close.
Very close.
Okay. Hold on. Let me cook it up. Is peanut butter at least correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why my brain's saying peanut butter Bible. That is not close to blowjob at all.
It's the last letter is P as well.
It's
Oh, yeah.
PBP.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've now said peanut butter Bible, and that's all I can think of.
It's the most random thing ever.
Yeah. So it's PBP. It's gonna be peanut butter pocket.
Or
Oh.
if you're feeling dangerous, it could also stand for psychedelic bear piss.
Yeah. So, that's the name of the song.
Peanut Butter Pocket.
Psychedelic. Well, it's PBP, but it'll be whatever we decide it to be.
I
stand
got
for.
it.
You know, want to be those two, and then maybe something else. It's still not even finished.
We wrote it like last week. We're just excited about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Honestly, we might like scrap it, and this part will be completely useless. But
As of right now, we think it's the best song we've ever written.
as of now, it is the most low effort, but yet best song ever written ever.
Please use that clip as the opening of that song. I love that.
We had another idea of having an opening clip of the song, but that is going to be a good second one if we can't get the first one.
Right. Well, that sounds like a pretty good setup. So, new show coming up November, what was it? November 9th?
9th.
November 9th. Brand new album, EP. You guys are cooking up a good one.
Eventually.
Well, I would like to thank you for showing up on the Nonsense Podcast. Again, I tell everyone, and it goes right back to you guys, you are always more than welcome. Come right back. We can just talk nerd. No need for music. Apparently, that's what we're good at.
All right.
Honestly, I've been so down for that. This was a lot of fun.
This was fun.
This is awesome. So, yeah, for me, you guys can catch me in the same place as always. For them, they have a link tree. I'll link you guys' link tree below as well, just so that makes it a lot easier for my fan base to now go and flood your Spotify.
Hell yeah.
Here at the Nonsense Podcast, we're all thoroughbred music fans, and everybody in a weird way is looking for something new to listen to. So, trust me, they will come flood you.
Because we do music.
Oh, that's right. We are in a band.
That's so, yeah.
We already did that like 3 times, guys. I think it's getting a little overused.
Get out of my house.
Well, on that note, oh, Jesus.
We'll do another switch.
Well, Bobby, what do you think? What are you thinking right now? That is not what I do. That is not what I do.
All right.
All right, let's get. We're taking up too much of his time. He wants to go home.
No. Home. I am home. This is where I live, in this room with the curtains.
Is that a cry for? Is that like a cry for help kind of thing?
I'm not saying I need help, but if people like my podcast and they keep listening to it, I might be able to move someplace nicer than Chicago. Like,
Just blink twice. Just blink twice.
I'm not in thorough danger, but there are people outside, and I don't know them. It's only bad because my car was stolen recently, so that sounds so much worse.
Oh my god.
Sweet home Chicago, who cares?
Yo, gotta love it here.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the food, I would have left a long time ago.
Fair.
So yeah, on that note, this has been an episode of Nonsense Podcast. Jesus, you guys are the best. I will say this has been the most fun podcast I've ever done. Deadbeat Daycare, the newest, coolest, greatest band, and now probably going to be the funnest podcast I've ever done. Thank you for showing up. You guys are more than welcome to jump back in and do it again with me anytime.
Hell yeah.
All right, and on that note, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.